One interesting thing about Oregon, just before we go to Bankers the Decider, is MIBR and Oxygen played a best of 3 in groups. Oxygen won on Oregon against MIBR 7-5.
Falls wants to see if he can find the close corners to plant it, but everyone getting stunned. Raps is able to cement one with Kino still battling backs. Fox save finally. And Laxing has a bit of a rotation, a swing onto the wide side. It's the spray onto the Cappy. The diffuser is cold. The 2 versus 1. As they've got to frequently try and just find some of this attention on OXG's players. The last, he's going to give a bit of a game away. The explosion. They have a rough idea on his play. There's the pre-fire. And LuKid is able to lock it out. The potential of Kino on the previous round to cause some devastation. 30 seconds, the grenade bounces and catches out Yoga. They're holding the angle, but it's a bit of a scrappy fight on the far side. Kino gets one in vertical, and that is all under vertical's feet right now. Raps, he's gonna see if he can swing his way in close in the sight. One on elbow, one on the split round. The grenade is gonna force a bit of a movement, give himself a second to cover there. LuKid's able to get a connection, but a couple of seconds, they're not connected. There's a catch. Is going to see if they can just slip their way inside the smoke and try and stick the plant. Kino with the wide swing gets the connection on the cover, but Raps comes in huge. Vert is able to get there a little too late. Fox is going to see if he can isolate at least a single player of that, but you're looking at now single digits. Vert easily picked up. Fox out of time, and MIBR had nothing really to work with, but they still made it work.
And LuKid just standing by in the showers corridor together with the rest of his teammates. Is Foxy hiding in the corner right here. He gets swung on, misses the first couple of shots. They know exactly where he is, but he still gets the first kill.
Caught back though, Raps swings his way from the top of showers, and suddenly it's trades all across the board, but Vertical.
And as Files is sneaking through, it seems like Vertical might be aware. There comes the kill. That's the diffuser gets dropped, and it's the second one from Kino as well. The SMG-11.
The shield gets dropped, and Lax actually moves into where the explosion happened. He's commando crawling his way all the way underneath, but Falls caught him at the end, and a canister catches him back. It's sprayed dirtily around the corner, and there's one more, but it's suddenly all exploding into the dorms. Fox on the roam in the smoke. Tanked a huge amount of damage, but it's a LuKid. 20 seconds, every player still standing, and we're about to get quite quick here on the approach on Laundry. It's locked in, 3 bodies, OXG, they're seeing if they can find a way past the close slim, but it's rolled in over the corner. They have some cover and protection. It's smoked out on the connector. It's back and blow, but it's no plant, no diffuser. Suddenly, MIBR start to flood their way back in. Gotta go for the recollection. It's a single player versus 2, but MIBR have just one more than you.
The grenades will be tossed in to potentially locate or dislocate players on the side of MIBR, and the first kill comes in. He descends these stairs and finds Felixbox. That was going to be the danger all around, but Rita comes around with a shotgun here. It is Raps that finds himself a kill as well before he gets traded out.
Fox with a slow creep round here. There's a yellow ping just on the player inside security. They have an awareness though. And it's LuKid that's able to keep himself standing. He's jiggle peeking the other side. He has a second stack up, but it only takes one. Diffuser hot hops itself into the corner of the kitchen. They're still concerned, and the pings, they're about to be dropped. Monumental take, but it's a spray. Laxing is able to absolutely twirl and pivot into that play, but a second, there's one, there's 2! Reduct finds that little sliver and pulls it apart to take Oregon.
Bolted out by these MIBR players. He definitely has been now. And the kill is attempted, but it's failed. As Reduct is down onto 1 HP, Felixbox will actually succeed. They now are going to be picked up by Yoga.
Well, Felixbox goes down. And at this point, Fox could go for something crazy if he wants to run out for the rotate. But now it's a 1 versus 1, and there he goes. Fox picks up the kill, gets himself the triple. He can just sit and watch and swing at the right time.
They definitely did. To some extent also Demon Kia, as Yoga gets the very first kill. Raps takes a small amount of damage as well, but he lives for now. No one is checking for this. This is a big mistake on the side of MIBR that they're not aware of. I'm not sure if it's Falls' job to go for it and they just go spawn peek before he got anything done, but Vertical picking up a kill as well. And the default cam's still up. They have no clue.
No. They finally see it, and that has that moment of, oh yeah. But they still take the fight there. Vert is able to just pop his head out. Felixbox, he's taken his drop into the showers hatch, but he's obviously isolated from his other teammate. And, well, they knew that he was there. They had the watch, they had the beat, they had the rhythm, and suddenly they now have just a little bit of cool vibes left to deal with. A flawless.
Now, there's only 4 drones available in the pockets of MIBR. They still find the opening, though. LuKid is going to be able to find one. The pressure now continues as he finds a second that we have talked about so much this event that just starts putting bullets down range. It's Reduct that picks up 2 vertical and Kino. And it's only up to Foxay now. Left on the top floor, spots out some feet, gets the first.
And you can see LuKid is hot on the trail of somebody who is doing their best to survive. They get one more, but they have a reveal on where Lax is, and they're just going to sort of fire a bit of pressure there. Doesn't move with the grenade. It's going to take the damage. The second is much closer, and he has to lean into that one. It's a triple. Going for the stick on the diffuser, but a very well-placed smoke stops that, and there's a quad kill for Raps. One more, and he's on for an ace. The diffuser is going to be stuck down. Raps does the first bit of damage, goes for the follow-up, but falls. A little bit isolated because he knows there's no way out of here, so he needs to just try and keep fighting, but Reduct.
Shot. But that makes sure that if a aquaplan would come through, nothing they can do. If a push comes through or one of them falls, which is not the case right now as Kino picks up the very first, but instantly gets traded out. It's only the player right behind the shield, Vertical, that needs to try and hold them off.
Vert is holding down his bottom of cool vibes and gives a pretty hefty check there onto the door, finds a second with a huge swing, but it's for Leapbox.
They need to be careful though. C4s from below is the big threat. That's the first, but it was baited. They have a second player that could go in deep right here. Reduct gets the very first kill. Foxay will be picked up as well. That's a double. And as the Mira is still on top of the couch right there, he is a big problem. There's also one in VIP, and Reduct comes up from the back. It's only up to Vertical now, and he is, I believe, yes, behind the shield, inside the theater. The time will soon run out, and the angles they should be watched. The cover should be there. It is. Reduct pushes them through. So as soon as Yoga makes his position known, as Foxay is going for the plant, we might see the aggression coming down right now on MIBR.
Canisters pop. Vert's trying to watch the door, locks off one. There's a second, and there's Yoga on the window. And he's A-OK and out of there. Yoga with one more, thanks to the Finker. And, well, there's a bit of a rarely seen gun utilized for success.
Love you.
The hop out might come, but it doesn't go very further.
It's LuKid right now with a very big flank to come through, but he has been spotted by that drone. Needs to be very careful. He's going to get swung on, but he gets the first kill anyway. There's a second to come through to Farmers, and he gets it as well. LuKid with a double, and Reduct will find one as well as he moves up those white stairs. It's Yoga that gets stacked up quite a bit as well, and Foxay, well, he has no clue what just happened. He's not even in any of the combat that just went through.
Oh, it's a disaster there. They have that crossfire on the other side of the shield. They're ready to swing as soon as they get the read and the beat that somebody's on the door. They go deep, and they don't lose the first, and OXG have been able to build themselves a little bit of safety. They push into the smoke, and they can't quite get the second. It is just a single player inside. Fox is going to look on either side, but it's Reduct to pop up.
But you still have to be careful. There still might be a big swing in.
Well, Reduct just sees the side of a player, is able to get the drop down, and there's one more that happens on the opposite side. Lax to the chance at a kill here. Falls wants to go for this confrontation, and he finds it. And this is it. MIBR just keeps stepping in to awkward positions. Laxing, such a long historied player, a mainstay of so many big stages, is all that separates. At this point, Laxing has to just tank damage. Finally has the solidity on one, has the scream through, but it's MIBR that are the team that continues the run. Both teams had a great position to get here. Both teams took some huge names and favorites out, but only one can progress to face LuKid, and it'll be another Brazilian showdown.